Hello and welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Today's recipe is for Khameer, which is traditionally served with Adeni tea or milk tea. This recipe is one of the most distinctive features of the Adeni cuisine and is usually served for breakfast and sometimes for dinner or in the afternoon. Khameer is a type of fried bread that is light, delicious, and crispy. The secret to this recipe is to make it absorb not even a single drop of oil. I'll share the secret to making it wonderfully unique, light on the inside and crispy on the outside without absorbing any oil. We'll start with 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of powdered milk, a teaspoon of yeast, 1 tablespoon of yogurt, and about 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk or a bit less. It's important to note that buttermilk cannot be replaced with milk in this recipe, as Khameer can be made with different dairy products, including milk and cheese. But this specific recipe requires buttermilk. In another video, we'll try a different method using cheese and milk, which will also be very special. Next, add 1 tablespoon of oil to the mix. The secret to this dough is its firmness and ensuring it has been kneaded long enough. The dough should be somewhat hard to prevent it from absorbing oil and to puff up perfectly. The key here is to knead it for a sufficient time until it achieves a firm consistency. As you can see, water should be used very sparingly to ensure the dough comes together so we can shape it into smooth balls. Add water gradually, very little at a time, because if you add too much water, the dough will become too soft and absorb too much oil. Continue kneading in this manner, aiming for a soft dough. After about 10 minutes or more of kneading, I used about half a cup of water or a little less, depending on the type of flour. The consistency you'll notice in this video is what makes the dough perfect and prevents it from absorbing oil. Keep kneading until it becomes this tender and soft. The dough should be cohesive, not too sticky nor too hard. Now cover the dough and let it rest for about 4 hours, or until it doubles in size. It's crucial not to over-ferment it, as over-fermented dough becomes too soft and absorbs more oil. After 4 hours, once the dough has risen and is ready, divide it into balls suitable for this recipe. I prefer cutting and rolling each ball individually rather than rolling out the entire dough and cutting it into shapes. After shaping the dough into balls, lightly oil your hands to prevent the dough from drying out. Start flattening each ball with a bit of oil. I'll show you how to roll out the dough easily until it reaches the desired thickness. It shouldn't be too thick. You can experiment with the thickness to your liking, based on what you see in the video. After rolling out the dough, set it aside on a marble surface close to the oil so it's easy to transfer while also preventing it from drying. This type of bread is very simple to make, delicious, and loved by both adults and children alike. Now, it's time to fry the khameer in moderately hot oil until they puff up. If they start puffing, flip them quickly to prevent them from bursting. Keep frying, adjusting the oil temperature as needed until they are fully cooked. If the edges need more cooking, press them down slightly with a spoon. This type of bread, especially if made in larger sizes, puffs up in a balloon-like manner, making it harder to cook evenly, but smaller sizes cook more evenly. Once browned, remove them from the oil and continue with the rest until all are done. Now, you can serve them with Adeni tea or milk tea. This is a very tasty recipe that I highly recommend trying. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with all the new content.